Hi, we're back again, and here's a few more standing poses to go with the previous work that we did against the wall. Now we're going to do some side-facing standing poses. So let's just start in our mountain pose. So hopefully you've done a little bit of warm-up before you got in here. You can do a few sun salutations. We'll be doing some together. So just close your eyes, standing in the mountain pose. Again, we're working on this idea of spanda, of pulsation. Take a nice deep breath in. And long breath out. The mountain is very steadfast. It stands for eons. Feel the earth underneath you, drawing her energy into your core, and then exhaling, reach back down into Mother Earth. Gratitude for what she gives us. She clothes us, she feeds us, she protects us. Beautiful. Open your eyes. Inhale. Arms lift all the way up. Get very tall. Stand down through the earth. Pull your inner heels gently away from each other to take your arches away from the floors, but the big toe is solidly. Now, as you come forward, watch how we do this. We do this like a squat. The knees come forward, the hips come way back, and move into an uttanasana and bow forward. Now I'm going to turn myself on my mat. So then you can come into your downward dog. So place your hands flat, step back into your downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and pedal out the feet. Now in downward dog, your hands press down into the floor, your fingers are spread. When people first doing downward dog, their index knuckle comes off. See if you can press down through the index knuckle, forearm bones rotating slightly down to the floor, and the biceps and the upper arms slightly rotating up towards the ceiling. Feel those two rotations. Press into the hands, come forward to plank pose. Hold your plank pose just like this. Muscle tummy draws in towards your spine. Hold and breathe, squeeze your hands towards each other, push back into downward facing dog. Soften your knees, move your sit bones way up, especially if you have tight hamstrings. Go ahead and bend the knees a little more. Forward to plank, inhale, hold it. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Now we do a lot of chaturangas in yoga. You'll see that in many classes, so I'm going to demonstrate one. Inhale to plank. I like to show the beginners to come down on the knees first. And it's a slow releasing down without the pelvis hitting first. You're going to squeeze your hands towards each other, coming down slowly. See how the chest reaches forward of the hands, and then land on your belly. Take a breath. Wrap the shoulder blades on the back and come into baby cobra for stage one. Just warming up the back here. Stage two can come up a little bit higher and then broaden across the collarbones to come into your full cobra. And then flip your toes under back to downward facing dog. Soft knees, sitting bones nice and high. Pull the hands apart and the feet apart. That's that organic energy expanding from the inside out. Look between your hands. Either hop or big giant step. Hands on your hips, arch your back. Inhale, come all the way up to standing and bring your hands into your hearts. Now we're going to come into our chair pose. Watch how I do this. My fingers are right here at my hip crease. As I come into a deep squat, the knees come forward and the hip comes way back. You see the fingers disappear into my hip joint. That's what you want with a forward bend. You want the thighs to go deeply back. Very good. Now grab a hold of your blocks, like so. Right foot stays forward between the blocks. Left foot steps back and turn the back foot out and down. That back heel is on the floor. I'm going to line up my right heel with my left arch. As you press down through the toes, right? Draw your heels towards each other isometrically. If you saw the previous video, we were sliding our legs in and out. So think of sliding your feet towards each other, but they can't move. It's an isometric. Good, now take your right forearm on your thigh, left hand comes onto your hip. We're going to turn the heart up towards the ceiling, and when you do that, the right outer butt slightly wraps under. Just gently, right? Push the pelvis forward. The groins, the inner thigh moves back, and the tummy draws in. You take your left arm over your ear. Push down through the legs and pull your legs towards each other. That's the kind of stabilizing energy. That's the pulsation that draws in. And then we pair it with an expanding energy from the pelvis out through the limbs, expanding and opening. You can maybe turn the heart up towards the ceiling. Very good. Now we're going to come into Warrior Two. Up you go. Now pretend, or you can actually try this with the back heel against the wall, or pretend the wall's there. And as you push down, you feel that solid
foundation, that stability we're looking for. Now look down at your right knee. Make sure the knee is turning out, the hip is turning out so the knee is pointing over the second and third toe, keeping the big toe ball heavy. And expand and gaze past the right middle finger. As we line up with the universal energy, inhale, take the right arm all the way up. We draw in what we need from the universe. Energy, light, food, nourishment. And then we let go of what doesn't serve. And you take your right hand back down to the block. Now some of us are a little tighter in the hamstrings, so you can even double the block for this one. We're going towards a triangle pose. Left hand on the hip. Now look to the right foot and the right knee. Your heart is all facing towards that right foot. Slowly straighten the right leg, almost like a pyramid pose. Now we've got the leg straight. I want you to turn your bottom rib down towards the floor, top rib up. And take the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. So double block for those of us who need a little more opening, or a little more, they're too tight, they're tighter in the hamstrings. For those of us a little more flexible, take the hand closer to the floor. Again, focal point here, drawing in what you need, exhale. Send out to the universe whatever you want to send out today. Is it love? Is it light? Is this a sense of peace? What's coming from inside you today? Good. Now watch how we're coming into half moon rising. You can always do this with your back against the wall if you're a little bit challenged with your balance. Step your left foot closer to your right foot. Take the block in front of you off the diagonal of the little toe. Push down through your toes and float the top leg up, level to the floor. Outer rotation of the calf, hot muscle, tummy in, and take the heart way up towards the ceiling. Eventually the eyes will come up, not today for me. And now watch how we come out of the pose. Hand on the hip, bend the right knee, step back nice and gracefully, and then slowly straighten the leg. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right foot in, left foot out. Have the block here at the ready. On the other side, bend your left knee. Line up foot, heel and arch in alignment. Take your left forearm on your thigh, right hand on your hip. You can even put your hand on the block to give yourself a little more stability, and then move the forearm. Check out the kneecap, four corners of the knee, pointing over the second and third toe. Press down through your feet and draw energy into the pelvis. And here, we're ready to send it back out again. Take nourishment from the earth, from all five elements, and then send out your petition. What do you want for the world? Your dreams and hopes, your aspirations, and then you push down through your feet, pulling your legs towards each other. Feel that strong, solid foundation before you float up into Virabhadrasana 2. Now, many people in this pose move this femur too far forward. Try this. Soften both knees and move your femur bones back. It's almost like you're having your pelvis is tilting forward. Yes? Then bend your left knee, then add the hot muscle. Now you got the pelvis in good position. The femur is deeply into the hip socket. Remember how we were taking the thighs back in the forward bend? Open that up, and now take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Root down into the pelvis. Draw the energy from Mother Earth right into your pelvis. You need it today. And then send back your offering today. And inhale. As you exhale, bring your hand to the block or blocks. Now we're looking at that left big toe. The knee is pointing there. The heart is pointing there. You're going to straighten both legs and deepen in the hip crease. Take the block as high as you need it. Now we're going to turn, not so much the pelvis. The pelvis will turn a little bit, but it's the ribs that are turning up. This right hip and leg is an inner rotation. We call it inner spiral. The front leg is an outer rotation. When you feel like you have the right height, push down through your feet and reach up. 2 more breaths. Hold steady, engaging the muscles like we did when we were using those sliders earlier. Now here comes our final transition into half moon rising. And if this last one's too much for you, you can either put your back against the wall or just leave it out. So I'm going to step that right foot in closer to my left, move the block off to the corner, push down through the standing leg and lift up. Now first I just align myself up, sort of facing the floor. Now I'm going to turn the ribs open just like I did in triangle. Big toe ball heavy. Push through both legs, lift up. Energy out the legs, reach out, reach out. The moon is rising, shining out in the dark night. And here comes our transition back. You bend the standing leg, gracefully land, back to triangle, and up you go. Turn your feet parallel, walk your feet in. Pause in the mountain pose again, close your eyes. Feet are parallel. Feel yourself landing on Mother Earth. Move the pubis slightly back, draw your tummy in so the weight lands just in front of the heels. Let the arms dangle, the heart be broad and open. Release any tension, just enough action in the muscles to hold you up without collapsing. Open your eyes, inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to come into a seated position now. Come down on your knees. I'm going to sit on a folded blanket. And sit cross-legged. Let's just see how this position feels after those standing poses, all that work with the feet and the ankles, and the hip work. And close your eyes for a moment. Sitting up nice and tall. Open the heart. Feeling gratitude for what is given to us and what we have to offer back. That beautiful pulsation of the universe.